Bros and Balance, Embracing Life, one convo at a time. I'm Gibrann, and welcome to the podcast where we dive into the strength of open dialogue among friends. Join us as we explore life's challenges and occasionally bring in guest speakers for candid conversations. Here, guys can be authentic, unfiltered, and free from judgment.
My name is Miguel. Welcome, gentlemen, to a space where we encourage open, honest conversations about life's challenges, triumphs, and everything in between.
My name is Robert. Together we'll explore a wide range of topics from relationships and personal development to career challenges and mental well-being.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to episode 8 of Bros and Balance. Man, it's crazy that we are at the end of the year.
It's wild.
And we've got 8 episodes down. We were just chatting about this before we started recording this episode, but we started in October and here we are in December, 8 episodes in. Feels good.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, we were about to give up.
I think
But we
there are
kept
definitely
going.
multiple times where we thought about stopping.
Ain't
I
nothing
still
stopping
have
us.
those thoughts, if I'm being honest. But you guys keep me going, so we're going to keep going.
We're gonna keep going, man. Ain't nothing stopping us.
No.
It feels good. And we've talked about how like even just having these sessions feel like therapy for us too. So I think it's important that we continue to talk and
Yeah, we should just keep doing it, even if we have none prepared.
We have no listeners.
we have an episode
We have
called
no view.
No Name.
When you guys are old and thinking about us, you'll be like, oh, I wonder if they're still doing it.
We'll be like
Episode 1,000.
100 episodes,
million.
Episode 1,000
10,000 episodes in.
with like crutches. Oh, old.
Yeah, it's crazy.
How have you guys been? I haven't seen you guys in a while.
You've been gone, bro. Enjoying your
know.
life and
Yeah, heck yeah.
enjoying your birthday. Happy birthday, man.
Happy birthday to you.
Woo!
Dude, that's beautiful, man. Tell us about your birthday, man.
Thank you. It was great. We went had a planned a little getaway trip for me for my birthday.
Heck,
and
it's
Nice.
we went over to Colorado to Steamboat. So if you guys ever been, you guys know how beautiful it is. If you guys haven't, I really recommend it. I want to take you guys there.
Let's do it.
I was texting you
I'm
guys
so
while
down.
we were up there, like, hey, we need to come.
Why do they call it steamboat?
I don't know, but it does make some. It makes like in the resort, it's like in one of the buildings they make like those noises from like the ships. So I wonder
Huh.
if it has something to do with
Okay.
that, but I have no idea.
Okay.
Like
But
the
it was
horn.
great. It was fun. We got some nice snow days. Got some
Nice.
really good snowboarding in, and
You got some good footage.
yeah, we got a nice little video. I'll probably be sharing that later on our social media or somewhere. But yeah, and then Christmas we just stayed over there as well because the weather was kind of bad, so it was all right. How about you guys? How was your Christmas?
For me, Christmas was chill. I was supposed to go snowboarding at Brighton, but I was just tired, man. Like I could tell that my body needed a rest. I played soccer last week and I actually ended up pulling a couple muscles, so I've been like out of it. I wasn't able to work out. I just didn't feel good. So we were just kind of tired and decided to rest and relax and just spend time at home, man. We just watched movies, ate a lot, ate snacks.
What
tried to
movies did
sleep,
you watch?
nap. The one movie that I watched was the new one on Netflix with Julia Roberts.
Oh, leave the world behind.
Leave the world behind.
That movie was Miguel and I were just talking about it too, and I talked to you about it yesterday. That movie was good, man.
Yeah.
That movie had me like, wow. Just the ending, like I said, I was a little let down. Like I always want like
We
like,
were too.
reel me in at the end, you know.
Right.
But this one was like, oh my gosh, why? But it was a good movie, man. I really liked it. So yeah, we just kicked it, man. Nothing too crazy. Just took it easy.
The guy's name in that movie is GH,
Yeah.
and that's technically my initials too.
Really?
So I tell my wife, I'm gonna start telling everyone my name is GH.
And they are
GH
from New York,
Lopez.
so hey,
Yeah.
maybe they based it on you.
Yeah, my new name is GH. Everyone. No, just kidding.
I like that. I like that. What about you, man? I heard you had some fun on Christmas too, right?
Oh yeah. We hung out with some friends. We did some karaoke. We ate a lot of food, bro. I was stuffed. I felt tired early just because of all the food we ate.
Yeah.
But we danced, we sang karaoke, and then the next day we woke up late because we got home late and just watched the movies.
Yeah.
And I saw Killers of the
Flower Moon. That's a good movie too.
Yeah,
I like that movie.
Is that on Netflix?
it's
too?
sad.
It's not on Netflix. It's not on Netflix.
Killers of the what?
Killers of the Flower Moon is with Leonardo DiCaprio. I got it off some like streaming.
I'll have to
be
watch
honest.
it.
I have this service called Plex.
Yeah, I have Plex too.
My friend hooked
Plex
me up.
is the bee's knees, man.
Yeah,
Well, I don't have Plex. I guess I need to give me some Plex.
Yeah.
That's where I watched it. Yeah.
shout
Plex
out
is-
to my friend. He hooked me up
Yeah.
with all the early releases.
I have something similar, but I don't know if it's on there. I'll have to check. That's
Yeah,
cool, though,
it's that's a good movie. It's a really good movie, man.
That's
It's really
awesome.
sad, but it's a good movie.
Yeah, it's
Give
pretty
us
long,
something to
but it's
watch.
well done. I was like, yo, this movie looks like it was shot during those times.
Yeah,
Really?
Because they got the cars from that time,
Everything, bro.
the setting, everything was
dude,
like
everything
legit.
down to detail. Even when they were in the
Detail, yeah.
barbershop and the pool tables. Did you see the old pool tables?
Oh yeah,
that was the first thing I looked
Yeah.
at were the pool tables. I'm
and the
like,
pool
man,
sticks.
Yes,
See,
dude.
that's when you know a
Yeah.
movie's good when they can do all that. 'Cause
Right.
Yeah.
Sometimes you watch some of these Netflix originals and it's like, all right, that was a low budget movie.
Even
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio's acting, like, in his facial
Wow,
expressions,
dude.
and you
Yeah.
just like, wait, he looks ugly in that movie, but that's because he's doing the facial expressions and everything.
He's a good actor.
He's a great actor, dude.
Yeah.
I know we're gonna get into the episode, y'all, but one of the movies that I loved the most with Leo was The Revenant.
Oh, dude, that's a great.
Oh, and that was filmed by a Mexican director.
Really?
that?
I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah, you can probably search on your phone, but he's really good. He did Amores Perros.
Ooh,
Amores
okay.
Perros. I feel like I've seen that.
It's
with
not
Guy-
like the super famous director, is it?
He's famous now because he's done Revenant. He's done Birdman.
Okay, so I think it is that guy. Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty famous now. He does
Dang,
good movies.
that movie was great, dude.
Yeah.
The Revenant.
Yo, that bear scene,
that bear scene was bananas.
bro.
And apparently, it actually the real story, like it didn't actually end the way that they showed it in the movie with him like going and like
Wait, it
trying
was
to
a
kill
true
the guy.
story?
The bear
Yeah.
kills him.
He's a real guy, bro.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's a real story.
So this really happened to a dude.
Yes, but instead of going to kill the guy and seek revenge, he actually forgave him.
Oh,
Like
yeah, I
that's
think
the
I
real
heard that.
story. He went, he found, and he forgave him, bro.
okay.
He's like, dude, I
But
don't know.
but the bear really
real
the
story, bro.
happened.
Yes,
Damn, I did not know.
he
that.
survived the bear attack.
Holy shit!
Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
That's what makes it even crazier, bro.
Every time I
can't
go
believe
up to the mountains, I'm like, I hope there's not a bear around.
Shoot, that's why you gotta stay strapped.
Yeah, well,
Well,
apparently they don't like that.
yeah,
They'll come at you.
That a little pistol ain't gonna do nothing.
No, nothing. He'll just
They'll still
make
come
more
at
of
you,
a
bro.
fire.
That's what happened in the movie, right?
You gotta have
he
the
shoots
shotty.
it like once or twice, and he's like, "What?" The bear's like, "Okay," and he just
All right.
launches
Mauls
after
him,
him.
bro.
Yeah,
Dang.
Wow, that
I
was
did
so
not know
well
that.
done.
yeah, good movie, man. Good
Learned
movie.
something new today.
Well, I'm glad you guys had a good time with family, and you had an awesome
Same, dude.
birthday, man.
Thanks.
What did you eat over there? Because anytime I go out somewhere to a getaway or a vacation, food is the most important thing.
So
That's a good question.
that's usually how we are as well. Like, depending on where we're going, if it's that kind of trip that we gotta eat good, we do our research where we're gonna eat. But this was a ski trip, and it was like we're gonna eat whatever.
Okay.
We did go out. We did find a restaurant. I don't remember the name. It was a Mexican restaurant, like a small little mom and pop shop, but it had like the highest reviews and everything. It was really
Nice.
good.
Nice.
So we ate there the one day, but then the next couple days it was snowing a lot, so we didn't want to drive. We ordered DoorDash one day,
Okay.
and then the other day I think we went to KFC. So
All right.
nothing.
That's
crazy.
what's up, fuel,
Nothing-
bro.
Nothing crazy.
You just need fuel for the
Nice.
mountain. That's
And
it.
then free breakfast at the hotel, so
Nice.
couldn't pass that up.
That's
Awesome.
perfect. That's perfect.
I love hotel breakfast.
Dude, it's the best.
Not all of them, but some.
Not all
some
of them.
are.
You're right. This one was
Especially if
good.
you
I've
can
been
eat
to
all you
some,
can.
It's like
Oh, it's all you
ridiculous.
can eat.
Yeah.
The best is all you can drink, which is like, okay, give me all that apple juice, all
Ah.
that orange juice. Did I go down on juices? I told you earlier. Like,
Yeah, you do. You
juices-
love your juice.
juices. And
That would've been a good
lemonades,
birthday present, bro.
I'm a happy camper. I have something sweet to drink.
A gallon of lemonade.
Oh, dude.
Happy birthday.
I discovered a new drink. This is off topic, but lemonade with whiskey. So good. I know
Huh.
you guys don't.
It's like a whiskey sour,
Is it? Kind
but
of.
it's not like watered. If you like drinking a water lemonade, it's not. It's watered. It's just the lemon juice, a little bit of simple syrup, which is sugar water, and your whiskey. And you shake it up.
Sounds good.
It's whiskey sour.
You're making me thirsty. Bro.
We need to start like a mocktail business.
I thought you said we're gonna start drinking. I was like, no,
I
no,
know,
no,
I know some recipes for mocktails,
Bro, I think there is like a mocktail bar somewhere.
like a cucumber mint
There's gotta be.
martini,
Yeah. And still have a good time. Some music.
a raspberry
Just have a good time.
basil
Yeah.
martini.
All right, let's talk about this offline. Because I like the idea of that, man.
a ginger margarita.
Bro, that sounds good. I love ginger drinks.
If you guys
A
are
lemon
listening and
thyme.
drinking something good, please share your
Yes,
recipes.
please let us know what you're drinking. Or
Whether
Cherry
they're virgin
yuzu.
drinks or not virgin
yes,
drinks.
yes. Mine is a Roy Rogers. Is a without alcohol. It's Coke, grenadine, a little bit of cherry. That's usually what I get if I go to a bar.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Shirley Temple.
So you
No, but I like that.
get
If I go to a bar, I don't know what I'll get. That's
If I
not
go to a bar, I
alcoholic.
just get
Roy
beer.
Rogers, bro. It's Coke.
Probably a virgin mojito.
Mojitos are good. All right, you're making me thirsty.
Let's do it. Yep. Well, let's jump into the episode topic. As you all know, I mean, the year's come to an end. 2023 is over. We're going into 2024.
Wow, man.
Can you believe it?
Yeah,
Already.
it's ridiculous
3 days,
how
2 days?
fast.
3 days.
Well, for us, when this episode drops, I think
It's
New
gonna be
Year's
New
will be
Year's.
it's gonna be New Year's
New
Eve.
Year's Eve.
Time flies by so fast. So this episode is really it's about looking into the future, and but I feel like you can't always look into the future without looking into the past.
Right, reflecting.
Reflecting. So that's what I want to kind of jump into and talk about is I want to talk about goals today, right? Goals for the future, goals in the past. So let's talk about that. What are in your entire life up until right now, 2023, like what are some of the goals that you've had, whether they were small ones, big ones? What are some goals that you guys had that either you accomplished, maybe you didn't accomplish, maybe you're still working on? Some that maybe fell short, but you still feel satisfied with where you're at. Like, what comes to mind?
Dang, that's a good question. Like, I'm sitting here like thinking about all my previous goals, but now I feel like I haven't accomplished anything.
That's not true, bro.
I'm gonna let Gibrann take us away on this one. What do you think?
About what I've accomplished.
Yeah, what
Yeah,
goals?
like what are some of the goals that you've had at any point?
There's been many
anytime,
times,
maybe
yeah.
even this year, whatever.
There's been many times where I'm like, I've set goals and I've seen them, be fulfilled.
Okay.
Let me see. I'm trying to think of an example. The most recent example is just my recent promotion. I've been working towards that for the past 8 years. And since day one, I'm like, I'm going to get to that position.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Like I was like, I have my mind set on it. Whether I need to work my way up, I'm going to do what I need to do. And there's been times where there's been days where I was like, oh man, I don't think I'm fit for this. I don't think this is me. I'd rather do something else.
Yeah.
I want to change it up. But bro, I stuck through it, and I'm just like, maybe this is for me, and I just got to get through those hurdles. And so yeah, now I'm a manager within the company or in the department that I work in, and I started from the entry level position 8 years ago.
Dang, dude. 8
Yeah.
years.
So
Wow.
yeah, it's
That's
a
impressive.
journey, and I'm super grateful for that. And grateful for the opportunity. Another one was getting my citizenship. That's been a work in progress for about, I'm gonna say, 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
So, bro, that was also like, dang, bro. I'm like, I don't think I'm ever gonna get my residency, my green card. I'm never gonna be a citizen. I think I'm gonna have to move back to Mexico, start a new life over there. That's crossed my mind multiple times. Just because I was just like, yeah, there was no pathway for me at that moment, and there's a lot of people right now like that as well. So those thoughts ran through my mind, and I just stuck through it. I believed in that God will help me out, and it happened. So a lot of that are goals that I've set, but I don't know if I didn't really. I mean, I tried to work towards them. I paid my taxes. I did everything a citizen would do to not mess it up.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I didn't commit any crimes. I got a job. working citizen, all that. So I guess I worked towards it, and it's with the position one, I definitely put my work in. You know, kept a clean record of just showing that I exceed expectations, that I can do it, and in any position I was put into, I was tested on, I would show that I can do it and do good. You know, and I would show and be outstanding in what I do. So that's kind of what I do in anything that I put my mind to. Is that I really just want to outshine the rest. If there's competition or if I'm competing against myself, whatever it is, I want to get to a better level and continue growing.
There's one thing that you said that was involved in both goals, and it was that self-doubt. It sounds like you had self-doubt. And I think that we've all had that doubt when trying to reach a goal, right? Like, man, just give up. Like,
Right.
why are you even doing this? You're not gonna make it. Right? Like that negative self-talk will come in.
Always, bro. Creeps in.
But
It's easier to give up.
yeah, it's totally easier to give up.
Right.
But
And I've
obviously,
given up on things.
yeah,
And we all have.
I have too.
Yeah, we
You
all
know, I
have.
definitely have. I've quit some things and I'm like, I can't do this, or I'll do it later.
Probably
and
give up on some stuff today. It's like, I'll answer that email tomorrow.
So,
Short-term goals.
that's a good one.
long-term goals.
Yeah. I mean, self-doubt is real, man, but it's the persistency that you had that got you to where you're at.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, that's what
you
it is.
just keep grinding, you keep going. Like some days you're gonna feel like $1 million, other days you're gonna feel like a freaking like pennies, you know, like nothing. But you just gotta keep going, man. And that's why you're at where you're at. Because you kept going, man. One foot in
Yeah.
front of the other.
I want to say something to Gibrann about that. I mean, I don't know. I just want to say like honestly, do you inspire me? Like you are an inspiration to me. Like
Thank you, man.
I look up to you a lot, and I've looked up to you since the day I met you. Like I told you on episode 1, you were part of why I got my position as well. I feel like, but you're an inspiration to a lot of people, dude. Not just me. You're an inspiration to a lot of people at work. There's a lot of people at work that look up to you and want to be like you. And I don't want to, not like they want to be like Gibrann, like in every way possible, but like the determination that you have, and like you said, when you set your mind to something, like you get it done, and that's not easy to do, and that's something that you should be super proud of. Like I wish I had the determination that you have, because if we're talking about goals, like I've set tons of goals throughout my life, but dude, I come up short all the time because, like we said, it's easier to give up, and I give up a lot of the times. Once it starts not going the way I want it to go, or I lose interest in things really quick, I feel like. So it's like it needs to keep me interested. And if it doesn't, then I just give up. But you don't. Like you keep going. Like you no matter what shit gets thrown at you, you just get through it and you go, and you go. And like look at where you're at now. So I just wanted to say that. Like you definitely inspire me, dude. So keep doing it. Keep doing what you do, and thanks.
Thank you, man.
I agree 100%, man.
Bro, I would say this though. Like I learned that work ethic through working in the hospitality business
Yeah.
and seeing people like in my time at that time as well, myself not having any papers, and we were working, off the books, and that's all we had to make money. So we didn't take it for granted, we worked our ass off, and I met guys that were way older than me that were in the same situation without papers, and they've been doing it for years, and they would do like they'll be bus boys, and they would do it impeccably, like to the T. And that to me was like an example of like, okay, no matter what is it you do, you could be the bus boy, you could be the janitor, you can be the waiter, you can be the bartender, whatever it is you do, you could do really good at it. And that could be something you're really proud of.
Be the best at it.
Yeah. And that's all you could have at that
Yeah.
moment, because, there's not many opportunities available, like for people without papers, right? Or maybe there is, but we can't, we haven't opened our eyes or aspired to get more,
Mm-hmm.
because we're just kind of like the crab in the cage where we feel trapped,
Mm-hmm.
and we don't know that there's a whole ocean to explore.
Mm-hmm.
So And from that point on, that opened my mind and said, well, if I have less opportunity than somebody who has papers, who is a citizen, then I need to do what I can to show that I have the potential and the value even more.
And this isn't what I'm about to say is not meant in any disrespect or anything towards anybody, but you guys can probably attest. Maybe more you, Gibrann, than Robert in a way, but sometimes as illegals or as whatever you want to categorize as immigrants, yeah, we have to work twice as hard. I feel like in some stuff to accomplish things that others are handed to, like, and that makes us more determined and things like that. And obviously that has worked in your favor, like, not saying you will not be determined or you will not be where you are if you were born a citizen of the United States, but I think that that hunger, that drive is like, nah, I'm gonna show the world what I can really do, and I'm not gonna just let them categorize me or label me because I have papers or I don't, or because I'm Latino or I'm different color, I don't speak a language. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're an inspiration because of all those things, and like there's a lot of people out there that are in the same boat, that have come way far, with their stuff, and they've come from nothing. I mean, and most success stories come from nothing. So
A lot of business owners
like
or
any-
immigrants.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, again, not to say that Americans can't do the same, but
Right.
I totally get what
But
you're
I
saying.
think
And
what
you're right.
what I'm trying to say is, like, when you have the comfort of nothing's gonna happen, you're gonna be okay, and you're not gonna get deported, this is your home, you get relaxed a little bit. But when you don't have that comfort and you don't know what's coming tomorrow, like you said, you're afraid. You're like, do I need to move back to Mexico? Do I need to
Yeah.
do that or whatever?
It's
Like,
a
you have
it's
to
a
work
thought.
twice as hard, and
It's
you
a
have to be
thought.
twice as good.
It's a thought that people that are born here don't have to think about.
Right.
And like you said, I don't know that because I was born here, so that was never a thought that I
But
had.
you're still an immigrant in a way, or you come from immigrant parents.
Yeah, but that was not my. I didn't grow up thinking to myself like, oh my gosh, I can get sent back
Right.
to El Salvador and at any moment for whatever.
You didn't have that fear.
I didn't have that
That's
fear. So I get that. I get what you're saying, 100%. Yeah.
It's hard. But yeah, you set your goals. You set your goals. This is what I want. This is how I'm gonna get there, and you did it, and you've done it. And looking at where you're at right now, you're like, okay, you've reached the goal of becoming a manager, and now you're thinking, okay, what's next? And like,
That's it. Sky's the limit.
That's just the stepping stone for you, because that's not your end goal. Your end goal is a lot bigger than that.
Yeah. So with that, there's still like a certain struggle that I have because, and I'm little by little growing out of this, but when I didn't have papers and when I didn't have that hope that I can be a citizen or whatnot, I feel like I closed my head or my imagination or just my
your ideas of what you could do.
ideas, yeah, like my aspirations were like like closed off, and then therefore I kind of got to a point where I was stagnant and I was just not aiming for higher to get higher in life, or I wasn't exceeding the expectations and what I can do and using my full potential. So I kind of limited myself. And therefore, like things like pursuing a business or something like that, I was just like, I don't know how to do it. I don't have the right contacts. I don't know the right people. I don't know somebody who has gone and done it on their own. Like my uncle is a business owner, my mom is a business owner, but they've done it through other means where perhaps they partner up with someone and found a business partner to do it with them. But I kind of limited myself before that, and therefore I didn't aspire for more. And so I think through the help of my wife, through the help of God, and a lot of things that a lot of people's come into my life, like I was able to get a house, for example, which was something when I lived in New York was never in my dreams to ever accomplish. I thought I was gonna live and die in New York in a 1-bedroom apartment.
Well, in New York, it's probably impossible to buy a house. Well, not impossible, but like I'm sure it's not cheap.
Bro, it's expensive, but there's people who do it.
Right.
Yeah.
And again, they got the right connects, they got the right information and the right finances and whatnot, and they can do it. And bro, I lived in a building where there was people who lived there their whole life, And then I started to see myself like, okay, I might grow up to be like that. And I'm okay with that. And I started accepting that.
Yeah.
But then we moved out to Utah, and then things started just coming. And then we bought a house. With the house, you know, we got a HELOC. And with the HELOC now we could explore other options. And it's just like, but I'm not doing anything still because I've
Can I
limited
ask
myself.
you something on that? So you recently got your citizenship. You know, obviously your life has changed in a lot of ways in the last year, in a really good ways. Would you say that your goals or dreams changed since you've gotten your citizenship?
Well, that's what I'm trying to get to, right? Because it's like, have they? Like, I feel like now it's just like, I just got a piece of paper, and that's it. I mean, I got my passport and it looked pretty neat because it's like one of the newest passports, and it's really neat.
It
But
has a good picture, right?
but what am I gonna do now? You know, I feel like I'm locked in this cage still, and I need to break out, and I need to figure out and explore what I can do more. But I just don't know how. I just don't know where to start. I don't know who I can talk to. And you know, that's one of the things I want to set as a goal, and we'll
Yeah.
talk about that in a bit.
We will. We will.
But I just
That's
wanted to
good.
share that kind of as a starting point to discussing my reflection on how
That's
setting
good.
goals. And I did want to share one more thing, but I don't want to take all the time.
You're good.
And that was just regarding the time I was in network marketing. There was a company, a company called Market America. I was within this they call it unfranchise because it's like you buy a franchise, but it's all web based. And in there, we participated in conferences where you had people like owners of the companies motivate you and give you principles and give you ideas and just help motivate the people within the company to grow their business. And one of the things that they mentioned was the 5 fundamentals of of growing your business successfully, which and this stuck with me. And this is something I try to share with people as much as I can. The first thing you have to do is have the right attitude. If you don't have the right attitude, then you're not gonna carry out your goals in the best way possible, because you have to have an attitude where you're driven, you're motivated, and optimistic and enthusiastic about what you're selling or what your business is, and then that could be applied to anything.
Yeah, I agree.
So in having that mentality of like being an immigrant and feeling like you don't have the opportunities you have that others have, that you feel like you don't, then you're already limiting yourself, and your attitude is already starting off at like a ground zero, like
You're starting underneath everyone.
yeah. With again,
your head.
it's all in your head.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then once you have, well, first you have to have the belief. I'm sorry, you have to have the belief that your business is really gonna help you,
Right.
Yeah.
propel you, and once you have that belief, then you change your attitude, your mindset.
You gotta attract that positive energy.
And that's a lot of the things too, manifestations, setting
Manifesting.
goals. And then you talk about setting goals, and then it just goes on from there.
What about you?
Goals.
Goals. Not like soccer.
I score goals. I'm pretty good at scoring goals.
Yo, he scores a crazy
I
goal
know,
in that
dude.
video.
He's like a pro. He's like Cristiano Ronaldo Jr.
Yeah,
bro.
right.
I felt bad for that goalie when you shot that.
Yeah, right.
I'm afraid
I'm
of
glad
playing
that goal
with
was
him.
caught on
I'm like,
video.
"Hey, he's
though.
gonna make fun of me."
Maybe we'll share that shot that I took on at the goalie that day. But
Yo, it's like you almost blew that guy's head off.
You got my rocket on your leg.
All right. Stop it, you guys. Stop it. No, goals, man. I feel like early on in my youth, as a teenager, young adult, I didn't have any goals, man. Like my goal was to party Monday through Sunday, bro. And at some point, once I sobered up and I knew that life was more than just partying and getting wasted and messing around, I knew that I needed to start setting goals. I started to have the right people around me. I started to involve myself in the right circle, and people that had just come out of their own addictions that were doing very well for themselves financially, like in involving myself in groups like that. I've also done the multi-level marketing, and I've attended events like that before, where it's just like straight up encouraging all the time and like telling you what you can do. This is how you do it, and stuff like that has helped me tremendously, man. Like, so goals. One of my goals is to just not be in debt, man. Like, I just don't like being in debt. I feel like I've done we've done a pretty good job of staying out of, aside from obviously purchasing a home, but staying out of consumer debt as much as possible. One of my goals was to buy a home when we were in Cali, and we ended up doing that, and that was scary, man. Like I didn't know, like how am I gonna buy a house? How can I afford a house? What am I gonna do when things break? Like I don't know what to do with a house. Like I was so afraid of it.
Right.
But we made it happen, and we were homeowners for a couple years, and I had always been my vision to move out of state too. That had always been one of my goals. Like I love Cali, man. There's so many beautiful things in Cali. I miss my family. I miss my friends. I miss certain national parks. Like I miss the ocean, man. I miss the beach so much. Um, but it was still one of my goals to get out of there. And every time we would go to a different state or we travel somewhere, I'm like, man, imagine living here. Man, imagine buying a house here. Imagine this, imagine that. And we had actually come to Utah like 6 years ago, 7 years ago for some event. And we were driving up north though, just north of Salt Lake County, like in Bountiful area. And the houses there were like 300,000 back then. Like, man, imagine buying this big old house. And it was just a thought, man. So that was one of my goals too. And then we made it happen. You know, we moved out of California, and it was scary, and it was scary to leave my family behind, and scary to come to something we've never even done before. Like, you know what that feels like, right? Like moving from one state to another. You know what that feels like as a kid coming from Mexico to the US, a completely different country. And I know some of you feel that too. And I know that we have listeners that have moved different states too, and you're now in Utah also. And stuff like that has been stuff that we've accomplished, and I'm really grateful for. And this job, right? Like the position that I'm in the moment. It was my goal to be in the position that I'm in, and by the grace of God, that worked out. And I think you said it best too, like the attitude, man. And the attitude that I felt like, I'm like, man, I know that I can do this. I know that I can do this. So having that attitude going in, I think helped me tremendously. And I have little goals too. I have like daily goals of, okay, like I don't want to eat too much today, or like I want to work out every day a little bit, right? Whether it's 20 minutes, 10 minutes, I need to do something, whether even if it's just a walk. That's my goal, is to work out every day. So I can go on and on with the different lists of things that goals that I've had, goals that I've made it to. Like you said, there are things that we quit. When I did the marketing company, it was my goal to make a certain amount of money, and I didn't get to that goal. And I was very disheartened during that time. Like, man, like this sucks. Like I see all these people making tons of money, and I can't get there. Why? What am I doing? What am I doing wrong? But I ended up not doing that anymore. And I ended up stopping that. Like, okay, this isn't for me. Maybe it's just not for me. Right. What else? I mean, just little goals, but for the most part, man, I'm really happy with where I'm at.
That's good.
I know things. I'm a firm believer in things working out for a reason, and I know God. And I say this, and I've said this before, and I'm gonna say it again, man. God has got me this far. God has brought me right here, right now, to your couch in this moment. There's no reason why God's not gonna take care of me for the rest of the night, tomorrow, even. My goal was to be sober, man. My goal was to be sober just one day, and it's been, I don't know what, 12 years since I hadn't had a drop of alcohol, and that's, I'm just trying to be sober today. That's it.
awesome.
A day
Yeah,
at
I
a time,
commend you for that, man. That's an awesome goal to accomplish.
That's not
Yeah,
easy
man.
either.
It was really hard at the beginning, man. It was really hard.
You should be
man.
super proud of that.
I am, man, and I've told you guys before that I'm at a point where I'm not afraid to share that anymore,
Sure.
and I'm connecting with people, and I'll tell people just in case they know somebody. And that's connected me with people, and I've gotten to know new people and meet people, and try my best to help with whatever it is that I can.
May I say something though?
Yeah, go.
I think when I got to know you, and you let us know that was your goal, and that you have been already sober for that long, that inspired me, bro. And it helped me to ensure that I stay sober as well, and continue on that path.
I love that. That's good.
Bro,
Thanks for
real,
sharing that, man. And it's not easy, man. Like I don't know, maybe a couple of days ago, even for like New Year's or whatever, I'm like, I wonder if I should just have a beer.
You had one of those non-alcoholic Coronas in you. Hey,
Those non-alcoholic Coronas.
It's all good.
Dead.
Wow,
those
bro.
Those go ham, bro.
Those go ham,
Yeah, over
they
the gas
do.
station next to your house. I saw them.
Yo.
Those things, bro, they take me back.
We should have some non-alcoholic Coronas.
Oh,
next
dude,
time.
oh, God.
You'll be like, oh, this is
Can you
gross.
imagine?
Oh my
It's
gosh.
probably good. I haven't tried them, but
It tasted like a Corona, bro.
It
I remember
does.
what it
have you
tastes like.
tasted them?
Yeah,
They taste like a freaking Corona.
Maybe one
bro.
day.
yeah,
I'll
they
try them.
taste just like piss. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I appreciate that, man, and I'm really happy to hear that, bro. Like, and even if we can do that together, you know, that's what this is about too. This podcast,
Yeah, I
like,
think it's
holding each other
supportive.
accountable to things, you know, and that's where we're at. That's where I'm at. You know I can never go back, even though sometimes those negative self-doubt thoughts will come in. I know the Robert that I will turn into if I go down that road again.
Right.
And that's the last thing I want, especially because I have a family and my boys. Like, I don't want them to see that version of me because it was not a good version. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me for goals. What about you, man?
Before I jump into mine, I wanted to say I want to piggyback on to what Gibrann said. Like, you have definitely changed people, ever since we've met you as well. Like, just, you know, personally, like, you've helped some of my friends, some of my family, like, you have. So yeah, like, you might not feel like the reward is there right away when you're like going through, you know, a goal of sobriety or whatever, but like, there was a reason that you had to go through all that so that you
Oh,
could help
for
somebody,
sure,
you know
bro.
what I mean? So, and yeah, and I think you have
Yeah.
inspired a lot of people already, and you will continue to do so with this podcast and everything. But yeah, like, don't sell yourself short either. Like, you're doing great, dude. And like,
I
honestly, I
appreciate
look up to you as well. Like, I look up to both of you guys. Like, I've told you guys before, if it wasn't for you guys, I would not be doing this podcast right now. As I said earlier,
It was your idea, though. Just so that
I
y'all
think
know,
it was yours.
it was Miguel's idea. No, bro.
Dang, I don't even know whose idea
It
it
was
was, but I
Miguel.
got sucked into it.
It was Miguel.
I
Like,
was like,
he
yeah,
was
I'll
like,
go.
man, I want to do a podcast. Like, I just want to share. Like, I want to help
Maybe
people.
that was my
Like,
way.
that was you, dude.
Now that you say that,
Dang,
maybe that
yo,
was
Robert's
my way of.
Robert's giving credit where credit's due, bro.
yes,
I don't
dude.
remember
He's
it
the
like that.
brains of the operation, man.
I don't know about that. Thank you, though. But
Dang.
maybe that was my cry for help. Honestly, if you think about it, maybe that was my, because like you said earlier, like, this is therapy, and honestly, this is therapy. Like, to me, this is therapy. I don't go to therapy. Like, I go to this podcast. And
We
I
have
feel
to start
great every
charging
day,
this
dude.
guy.
Like, for real.
I think this is
I'm
better
gonna
than
bill
my
your
actual
insurance.
I
therapy.
agree. The therapy I went to was crap. So this is better. Like, this opens me up more, and I feel comfortable with you guys. And you know, and I know there's a lot of people watching, and you know, mostly everybody out there supporting us. So I don't feel bad about what we share or not. But like, not like, honestly, like, it's not. We're not here because of just one of us. We're here because of all three of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you
There's
for
a
that.
reason why we're all sitting on this couch. I
Exactly.
really believe that 100% that it's us here right now, you know,
Right.
sharing and
Everything
talking.
happens for a reason.
Yeah.
As far as my goals, like, you know, there's a lot of things obviously that I've set goals. So like I told you guys earlier, I'm very easy to give up on my goals. Not because I don't get I don't have the determination to do something or not. Because when I need to do something or something's important and I know there's something that needs to be done, I will do it, and I will do it, you know, the right way. But I lose interest, I lose focus a lot, and like sometimes somebody has to like get me back on track. Like, hey, get your ass back in this line. And you guys have done that for me on this podcast and on a lot of things at work and everything, you know. But one of my goals, I would say, within the last 4 years, was to be myself again. You know, because I lost myself there for a while, and it wasn't fun. I mean, it was fun. Let me rephrase that. It was fun, but it wasn't good. You
Okay,
know, so, you know, it was one of them was to find myself again. In you know, with the maybe friends that I had at the moment, or the crowds that I was hanging out with in the moments, maybe weren't always the best for me. And, you know, I sometimes you have to make yourself the goal of like, okay, I need to change who I'm hanging out with or whatever, you know, and not because they're bad people. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, it's not because they're bad people or not. they're just in different stages of their lives.
I like that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, if I'm I'm 37. If I'm a 37-year-old hanging out with a 21-year-old, like their version of fun is not gonna be my version of fun anymore. You know, their version of fun is to get in trouble and get fucked up. Like
You're like, I'm going to bed.
I'm like, I'm not being in bed at 9:30. I don't know what you're talking about. We're going where 9? No, I'm not going anywhere.
I'm going to sleep.
So that was one of my goals, was to maybe mature in a way
Okay.
that was better for me. And I think I have accomplished that little by little, thanks to you guys, thanks to this podcast, thanks to everybody that has shown me love and support. Thanks to Hera, like, dude, she has made me realize so many things about myself that I was like, wow, I was such an idiot. Like I was so stupid, So I'm still working on that. That's still, my number one goal is to become a better person every day. Better myself every day as whatever it is. I need to get better at. Um, but I do have other goals. Like, we definitely want to buy a house. Hopefully next year we're able to. We'll see. Um,
Market's supposed to be better next
I
year.
hope so, dude. The
Yeah.
interest rates are so high.
They're supposed to drop.
We want to get married. That's another goal that we have for this next coming up year. Hopefully we can make that happen. We'll see, but there's a lot of things that play into that. And another, like, more selfish goal, I guess you could say, is I want to get myself a new car, dude. Like, I want a better car. Like, you've seen my car; it's a piece of crap. But
You deserve
it
one,
gets
man.
it gets me from point A to point B. But
Yeah.
the biggest thing is, to me, is that just like, I just need to become the best version of myself, dude. Like, I feel like I'm almost there. I'm getting closer. And again, it's thanks to everybody that has shown me the ways, like, support me, show me love, not judge me. That's the biggest thing, is like, when I get judged, I lose. Like, you lose me. Like, I don't want to talk to you anymore, like, kind of thing, So I, even if I'm doing wrong, just show me the way, give me some support, and tell me what's wrong, and I will correct it. But lots of goals, like lots of different things, like, some personal, some professional goals. I've accomplished some of my goals. That when I was younger, I was like, okay, by the time I'm 25, I need to be making $50,000 a year on my job, and I reached it. And I was like, okay, the sky's the limit from here. And I was like, okay, I can do that. I can do anything.
Yeah.
And all right, by the time I'm 30, I need to be making $100,000 a year. I didn't reach that one, but we're still working on.
You're still working on
that
it.
one. And
We can find ways to make that happen.
long-term goals, I feel, are definitely harder because you have to keep working on them, and sometimes you lose focus on what you're seeing. But you just have to keep doing it. And one thing that you've taught me is you have to write things down, and I don't do that, and I need to get better at that. We actually, for Christmas, we do. Cara has this tradition. It's called El Espíritu de la Navidad, so like the Christmas spirit. So like, I think it's on like the 22nd of December, I feel like.
Mhm.
We sit down, she lights up candles, and we sit down, and then we have a little thing up on our covers on the above, a little box, where each year we write down our goals for the next year, or what we want El Espíritu de la Navidad to bring us for the next year. We write them down, we lock it up, we put it in the little box, we put them up there, we never look at them again. And then the following year, so like this year, we looked at the ones from last year, and then you throw away everything that did happen, and then you keep the ones that didn't, and then you add new ones to it. And honestly, dude, I didn't think any of those were gonna happen. And when I was going through them the other day, like, I got rid of like half of my stack of papers. Like,
Can you share what those were?
like, they were just like little things, like, like, oh man, now you got me thinking. Like, nothing huge. One of them was, we needed to buy an SUV because we started snowboarding,
Sure.
And I was like, by next year we need to have an SUV.
Wow.
And by April we had an SUV, dude.
Heck yeah.
So like, just little things like that. Like, I need to, get a pay raise at work, or I need to do better at this, or things like that, and things that did happen. Like, some things you have control over, some things you don't, some things you just like hoping that they happen. Like, like, I want my papers to come in, I want my citizenship to come in, and like, you don't have a lot of control over that, but things like that do happen. And then that, you just write it down. But the way you have to write it down is that you don't say like, okay, I want this. Like, no, it's like you're supposed to thank the Christmas spirit as if I already happened.
Yeah.
Like, thank you for bringing me this brand new SUV into my life. You know, you're thanking them for already happening. So that way your mentality thinks it's like a mind game, because then you start thinking, okay, it already happened, and then you're subconsciously you're gonna start working towards making that happen. And it has worked. Like, you know, some little things, bigger things, not yet, but again, we're working on those.
That works.
I love that. Yeah, I love writing things down. We do that periodically, and the plan is to do that this weekend too, before the year is over.
Yeah.
To do just that, to write things down and just allow that to propel us into the next year.
I think one of them that was like, I wanted to see my other as I have 2 dogs. If you guys didn't know that, one lives with me, one lives with my ex. But one of them was like, I want to see him more often. And this year I feel like I didn't see him a ton, but towards the end I did see him a little bit more. For, you know, not the greatest circumstances, but I saw him, and to me that's like, okay, that was an achieved goal. Like, I got to see him. I didn't specify how I wanted to see him, you know.
But it happened.
So again, little things like that.
So I love all that, and thank you both for sharing that. And one of the things before I ask you guys this next question is, I want to say, man, like I'm thoroughly impressed with you, bro. And one of the biggest things that I've
You don't have to say anything nice about it.
no, I want to, man, because you have such a big heart, bro. You have such a big heart, man, and you talk about wanting to be better, be a better person, and you want to. I think we all want to get to a better version of ourselves, right? We want to continually grow and get better. But dude, you're such a good guy, bro. Like, I know that you're somebody that I can rely on, and ultimately, you really are the brains of this operation, man. Like, you were the one throwing this idea.
Screwed.
You were the one throwing this idea out. Like, let's figure this out. Let's make this happen. Like, why not? You know, why not? And look at us now. Like, here we are months later, multiple episodes down the road. You've opened up your home to us on a weekly, bi-weekly basis. And
Because they're welcoming anything.
yeah, man. And that's what I mean. Like, you've just got such a welcoming spirit and welcoming vibe to you, bro. And from me coming from a different state and coming here, not knowing anybody, like, you were that first person that welcomed me with open arms, bro. You
I just
know,
knew you were cool. I was like, this dude's cool.
he's all right. He's all right. Maybe he's cool. But
Was this after he got the coach position?
Yeah.
yeah, dude.
Well, I didn't know him before.
Yeah. I just
Like, I saw him in training.
and I just remember seeing you guys at the pool. I'd go upstairs to try to play pool. I'm like, man, there's fools in there, man. I just want to play by myself.
Oh, you were already playing by then?
No, we never played.
Yeah, you guys played like probably once or twice. Like, it's probably like the one time I go up there, you guys are up there playing pool. And then I'm like, what the heck?
I feel
man?
like you
don't
guys
know
got
these
me into playing pool there.
We
Yeah.
we probably did. Like, once I got it. Like, I don't remember how that ended up happening or working out, but I'm like, let's go play
It's a
pool.
daily thing, man.
But yeah, man. So let's look into 2024, right? Let's look into 2025 even and beyond. But let's talk about some individual goals. We don't have to say everything, like every single goal that you may have, but what are some goals that you guys have for the future? And even for us as a friendship, as a trio, as bros in balance, like, what are some of the goals that you guys picture? What do you guys see? Individual goals and bros in balance. What do you think?
What do you think? You want to go first?
Well, individual goals, I would say, and one of the things that I just wanted to touch on too is that I think what I want to do, and this could be a goal, is I need to write my goals more.
That's definitely a goal.
A goal to write my goals.
That's a good
Yeah.
goal.
And I've talked about this in the previous episode where it said that if you write a goal and it could be on a postcard and you paste it right by your bathroom mirror and you look at it every day, it reminds you. So it's manifesting it to the world that you are calling this goal to existence.
Yeah.
The other thing too with me and when I set my goal to write my goals is that, like you were sharing about what you do and writing them out and writing it as if you already got it or you already got there,
Yeah.
is that I've been told, and I've done this before in the past, a long time ago, is you write it like it could be a letter and you're writing it as if you're already your future self. So and then you have to be specific, including dates and locations and how and like what do you want and where you want to be and where you see yourself at. So I want to do that again because when I did it that other time, like I mentioned, things started to come, like the house, the car, us moving, and I think there's a lot of power to that. The other thing is we wanted to talk about it. I know maybe Robert will bring it up, but vision boards. I remember doing one at one point, and then, but I'm gonna give credit where credit's due, because my wife is really a big proponent of that, of like doing your setting your goals and writing them out. She does manifestations. She does vision boards, and she goes in, like she visualizes these things, and I think she's just got that type of spirit in her where she can sense things and sense the future. She's a wizard. But
And get recruited to Harry Potter world.
but yeah, but she helps me with that, and so she pushes me to do those things too. So I'm gonna do it
Yeah.
this time around and set that as a goal for myself, because I want to accomplish things. And if you don't set them, if you don't write them, if you don't think about them, then you're not gonna move anywhere.
Right.
I love that. That's good.
So that's my goal. Setting my writing goals is my goal.
I'm gonna piggyback on you on that, and maybe I'm not gonna write everything down, but because let's be real, it's me and I know myself. You know, I gotta know what I'm able to do now. Now that I'm not able to do it, you know what I mean. One thing I've always wanted to do, and I've never done, and maybe I will this year. Maybe this is inspiring me to do that. Is I think it is a vision board. Is getting a like a what
A whiteboard, or
yeah.
you could just get a piece of paper, man.
And the biggest thing for me this year, honestly, would be I want to and I need to get out of debt.
Okay.
The biggest thing for me, and I've already been thinking about this like a lot this month, is like next year I'm gonna put all my energy and focus on getting out of debt, and hopefully by the end of next year, I'll be hopefully debt free, but if not close. And
Nice.
I wanna write that down. I wanna write down like a budget. I wanna write down, okay, this is my income, this is what's coming in, this is what's going out, and like, damn, where's all the money going? Kind of thing.
You know who's good at that?
Who? My
Robert.
I'm okay.
He is.
But I do have an Excel spreadsheet, and I use a paper every time I
Right.
get
You see
paid.
that? You see that? He's good at it.
I want to be able to do something like that. I'm not gonna get into the Excel or anything.
I'm down.
not
I'm down to
good
help
at
you.
that,
If you want to see what
yeah,
I've got,
I do.
I'll show you. And if you want to sit down and
I
maybe
wanna
go
see
over it, and I'll show you how to use it for
Yeah.
yourself. And
because
we'll
I
go from
definitely want to do that. That's my biggest goal for next year. Is I need to get out of debt. I want to be financially free, or financially
Add that.
good. Like I don't want to go into another Christmas next year and not know where the hell I'm gonna get the money to buy anything from.
we just need a January 7th. Let's go to Target. Start buying gifts, bro.
No, Black Friday, dude.
Oh my god.
But no, that's the biggest thing for me is that, and then like I said, buying a house is in our future. I want to buy something. And if you want to talk long-term goals, not that long, hopefully, but I'm talking 2-3 years, maybe. It's dude, I wanna buy a van. We want to buy a van, or like an RV, like a traveling van
Hell yeah.
RV, and like be able to be running some sort of business
From the van.
from the van. And dude, I
That's
want
what's
to be
up.
able to tomorrow we're gonna drive to the beach. I want to work on the beach. I want to work, take my breaks, go take a dip in the beach, in the ocean. All right, next day I want to go snowboarding. Like that's what I want to do. Like that's the ultimate goal. Is just go wherever the hell we want, do whatever we want, and work. Obviously, we need to work, but work for something that is ours. That's making us happy and that we have the passion for. So that's the ultimate goal.
I love that.
I need to write that down.
I need to write that down too, because that's my goal too, bro. Have a nice little RV.
We could be
RV
van
buddies?
You want my one too, bro?
Well, I was looking at this like RV that looked like a house.
Bro, those things are crazy.
I mean, I don't want anything crazy. I just want
Like
something
I'll
that,
sell my
something
house and get that
comfortable.
RV,
yeah.
and then that's it. bro.
$400,000
Set.
RV.
No, it's $250,000,
Oh shoot.
and
Yeah,
it
that's
has
a big
everything,
one.
bro.
That's a
That's-
big one.
I'm talking like
maybe like a 50,
grand.
$60,000
Yeah.
50,
win.
60 grand, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I watch all these snowboarder videos and I'm like, that's all these fools do, and they work because they work and they do all that, but it's like they're just going from place to place. Like
Yeah.
I want to have that life, and in the summer go different places.
Yeah,
you know?
I love that. That's so
Yeah.
good.
What about you?
Well, yes, we're gonna write things down. We pray over them too, and goals that I have. Oh man, goals to continue to play soccer is one of them. Like I have smaller goals and I have these bigger ones. We have our own business as well, so the goal is I don't have a number. I have a number in my mind, but I gotta talk to my wife to find out what her number is in regards to what she wants to make for the year. But the goal is to get to a point where we are comfortable with the finances in regards to that business. Um let's see. Long-term goal is very similar to yours, bro. Like I've thought about at one point once the kids are out of the house, whether we're renting them the house or renting one of them the house or something, like I've thought about selling the house and buying an RV and doing the same exact thing, bro.
Sounds fun.
And especially if honestly, I think we can get there if this business gets to a point where it's funding itself.
Mm-hmm.
We could do that and travel and work. Be in Colorado tomorrow
From anywhere
and work, boom, 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 and then
Right.
go over hike, you know, or like
Or
whatever.
in a different country, like
exactly. Like,
wherever.
I think we can get to that. It obviously is going to take quite a while to get to that point. But I think we can. That's a long term goal that we have is to buy one of those traveler vans and just hit the road, man. I love driving. I love going to national parks.
Hell yeah, dude.
I love the beach, man. Like I love being in the mountain. Like I love all that stuff. Another goal that I have is for me too, man. My car is not in the greatest shape, and I would love to get a taco, man. Like that's my dream is to be driving a taco, a newer one, obviously, and a taco, bro.
A taco?
I'm hungry, bro.
A
I want tacos
Tacoma.
now.
I thought-
just so that
I'm
you
like,
can-
what do you mean a taco? Like,
I was actually thinking getting some taco
like,
wrap.
what do you want a car that looks like a taco?
The taco
Where's
van.
it from, dude? From
What the
Mexico?
hell?
No,
Taco
just so
truck.
you guys know, it's a Toyota
Oh,
Tacoma.
okay. Thanks for clarifying.
That's like my dream. That's like one of my dream cars, man. Is to just have a nice souped up Tacoma
hell
that
yeah,
I can
dude.
take to the mountain. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I same deal, bro. Like we've unfortunately built up a little bit of debt, but nothing that I don't feel we can get out of.
Right.
So there are processes and steps and things that you can do to get out of that, which we can definitely talk about offline, man. Things that I've learned over the years that I've, dude, having these goals and having a plan, the financial plan, the budgeting stuff. That's what's helped me buy a house, man. That's what helped me buy. We bought a 4Runner earlier this year. That's what helped me get that. Like, there's different things that have put me. That
was a
I've
goal
learned
for
over-
you.
that was a goal that I
remember
had this
you
year.
wanted when
Bro,
you're like, I want to buy me a 4.
I need an all-wheel drive car, man. I need something that's gonna get me up the mountain because it's gonna be snowing, right?
And you
So
got the baddest.
and we got a nice one, man. I'm really happy with it, and I'm really grateful for where I'm at, and I'm really hopeful for the future, and I'm really looking forward to even at work, like just getting to know and understand more and learn more and grow there and grow as much as possible and help out as much as possible and just be present as much as possible. But what are your guys' thoughts in regards to, and we're going to talk about this, I think, as a whole, but what are your guys' thoughts in regards to the podcast? What are some of the visions that you have for this? What are some of the goals that you have? Is there anything that we should share with our listeners in regards to the podcast?
So I want not right into the podcast. I wanted to say something about us because I know that was one of our questions too.
go ahead.
Like as far as our friendship, like
I love that.
I know our goal is, you know, as you guys see here, this is a podcast. This is where you see us every week or whenever we post them. But as of like, even if this podcast goes south, wherever it goes, that's it is what it is. But as far as like us, I feel like personally, I see us as lifelong friends. To be honest, like I don't feel like we
like
are
this
gonna
is
drift
just a
apart.
podcast,
right?
thing.
Exactly. It's not, because we, even the days that we don't record, there's a lot of days that we don't record, or that we talk. We're not always talking about the podcast, and we're always
Yeah.
hanging out. We're always texting. I feel like even on vacations, we're always texting each other. Like, you're always like, I'm sharing, pictures. You guys share pictures of what you guys are doing when you go shooting. You share us videos. When you're playing soccer. So I feel like our friendship is pretty solid, and it's just gonna keep growing. So, as far as friendship goal for us, I think we just gotta keep doing what we're doing.
More hiking, more camping.
Yeah, we
Healthier
gotta do more
shooting.
camping. Yeah,
Yes.
We gotta go camping.
and
So
We gotta take
we gotta
Gibrann
take Gibrann snowboarding.
Yeah,
Snow. Can y'all
word.
pray for snow, please? Can you help pray for snow or something? Like,
Please
bring the snow,
dance.
the snow dance. I definitely want to do some camping with y'all this year
Right.
for sure. At least a couple times. Some traveling would be dope. More dinners,
Oh,
just
yeah.
us. Like, let's go to dinner. You know,
more date nights, whatever.
whatever, dude. Like, even if it's just us.
There's a lot of years in our future, so we got plenty of time.
Yeah.
With the
I agree.
podcast, the podcast, it's doing great. Thank you all for keeping it happening.
Yeah.
I feel like the podcast is gonna grow, and it's gonna reach out more people. And our goal was never to, like, we talked since the beginning. Our goal was never to become like the biggest or best podcast out in the world, or become, making monetary or anything like that. But I don't know. I feel like it could be. I think we have something good here, and I think with the podcast, it's gonna become something bigger. No matter what, it's gonna evolve. I think you said it earlier.
Yeah.
Evolve, and we just have to be ready to take the punches when they come, and just play the hand that we are dealt. At whatever
I like
time.
that.
So we have a lot of goals with it. We have a lot of surprises, maybe, with that will be coming up for you guys. But I think, as far as a goal for the podcast, I would say just keep doing what we're doing. Just keep doing what we're doing, see where it takes us, and not give it too much thought, because then that's when we're gonna start spoiling it, maybe.
I like that.
So yeah, that's my goal.
The goal is to keep going
Keep going, exactly,
and to not stop recording.
and
I like
make it
that.
better. And if we need to change anything about it, then we will. But I feel like we're doing okay.
So Gibrann, piggyback on this stuff, but what I want to let all you guys know is, this is the end of season 1. This is officially, we're gonna stop season 1, episode 8, and we have this vision of creating a season 2, where we've got a lot of vision, we've got a lot of ideas, we've got a lot of things that we want to continue to talk about. Maybe even revisit some topics that we talked about in season 1, whether it be us or we. Our goal is to even invite other people to come on and have guest speakers more in season 2, so that you're not just necessarily listening to our stories, to things that we've gone through, but you hear other perspectives as well.
We're gonna need to get a fourth mic.
We might need to get a
Yeah,
fourth
we're gonna
mic,
have to
unless
invest.
we do one of these and we're just kind of like real
Yourself.
close
Yeah,
to each other.
Put the mic in someone's face.
We're like
You're right. You're right. Though we probably need just one on the side just to have it, right?
Maybe we should buy another one.
Yeah, we probably should.
Another one of these. This is
Yeah.
nice.
But one of the things that I really, really would like, and I want to encourage you guys as listeners, is one of the visions that I have personally, and they can either attest to this or correct me in any way, but I have this vision of doing an episode that's just you, that's just your stories. If you feel comfortable sharing, please send us an email at brosandbalance@gmail.com. You can reach us on social media, Facebook, Instagram,
DM.
via DMs.
TikTok.
Yeah, we want to hear your stories. We won't say any names. We'll keep it as non-personal as possible, right? And
Confidential.
confidential is, yeah, thank you so much. But we want an episode that's just dedicated to what you have to share. So if y'all can do that for us, I think that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts on that?
What you think?
Maybe like what are some of the visions that you have about either for you or
For the podcast?
or us?
Yeah, the podcast is
More
gonna get
romance.
controversial, bro. After hours. Not suitable for work style.
That's only a
Nah, just
Patreon.
kidding. We're gonna get crazy wild. Nah, we're probably gonna turn it up a notch, maybe.
I think so.
Turn
I
up
think
the
we
heat,
can.
you
I think
know,
we can
turn
a
up
little
We
the-
bit.
gotta be careful, but we gotta go viral.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. So
We'll do an episode without our shirts.
oh god, I don't think they want to see that.
I don't know if that's gonna work.
I don't think that's something good.
We'll do ice bucket challenges.
Ooh.
That
That I may
Could
be down to
work.
try.
Yeah.
We need an ice bucket first.
What else? Give us ideas. What do you guys want to see?
Yeah, yeah. Great question. What are some of the things, topics? Maybe anybody that's professional in their field that maybe we know or we don't know or that you can connect us to. Like, what do you want to hear? That's a great question.
Yeah. So one of the ideas I had was reaching out to a friend of mine who's successful, and he's you know, a little bit older, but he has a cool story that I'm sure a lot of people would like to hear. And he's super cool. He's a down to earth guy, close friend of the family. I'll reach out to him and see if he'd like to be a part of one of our episodes. He's very he's got just like a great way of talking, and very, like, his stories are very appealing, and he just knows how to communicate really well.
Great.
So I'm gonna ask him.
nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, anybody that wants to be a part of the show, you know, if they have something to share that will help anybody out there, like let us know.
Yeah.
We're probably gonna get some arm rests for our mic so we don't have to hold them anymore.
That's the
That's
goal,
a
bro.
goal for sure.
We can hook it up, to,
Hook
the
it up to the
table
table.
and just even lean back.
Lean
We're
back,
still
bruh.
low budget, just so you guys know.
We're working our way up
We're
there.
probably
Okay?
gonna get some better cameras. I don't know. I think our camera's doing good.
The
so
camera's
far.
not too
camera's
bad.
fine.
Yeah.
I'll probably get better at editing. I don't know.
Maybe we'll get a couple different cameras so we have different angles.
Maybe
Wow. That'd be intense.
Maybe we can set up our phones.
like closer ups.
Oh,
close
look
ups.
over there.
Yeah.
Look over there.
Yeah. What else? Yeah, I like to know what people want to see though.
I love that. I love
or
that
what
question.
people would like us to talk about.
Yeah.
And
We
it
want to
could
hear
be the
from
craziest thing. Just let us know.
you.
Maybe we.
I'd love to
maybe
talk
we-
about some crazy stuff right here.
Maybe we do a live episode and
too.
do questions and answers, like live questions. And answers.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
that could be a
That could be-
full on.
Send us your
Sesh.
questions and we
right?
can go
a
over
Q&A,
them.
Q&A, or just
Let's see how real this can get.
Keep it appropriate.
shoot.
Now you
I
know what?
kinda
Let's
like
do inappropriate. No, I'm playing.
Dang, Jerome wants to go.
Bro, let's
He wants to
get-
go way left.
Bro wasn't
Let's
all
get
the
wild.
way.
Yo, let's get wild. Skeletons coming out of the closet. Let's
Why not
get
go
it.
to the drive?
Which, look,
Who
I'm
wants to
not.
hang it out to
I'm
drive?
definitely not opposed to. You know, I think it. You know, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Season 2, hot and
Season-
spicy.
Ooh, I like it.
Bros in balance.
This was to get to know you, season.
That's it, man.
Now we're turning heat up.
That's it.
What else though?
No, but ultimately, like, I also want to remind you guys that we still want to do that giveaway.
Oh,
Right.
for sure.
Oh yeah, it's
So,
still going.
That's still
Um,
happening.
I'm not 100% sure on how many viewers we have at like specifically at the moment. Do you know?
59.
Okay. Oh, snap.
We grew 2.
That's more.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
One
Yeah,
every
so
week.
About well, we grow like 1 or 2 per episode,
when
so
we
thank you.
get 100, we are gonna hold a raffle, and we are gonna give you a small little gift basket of just some goodies, some mental health stuff, some wellness stuff. Maybe we'll throw in like a snack or something like that.
If anybody has anything they want to donate or recommend for the gift basket, let us know. Send them our way.
love that.
We, help us build this thing because at
Yes.
the end of the day, it's for you guys.
Yes,
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I love that. So, any final words on goals? Any encouraging words that you guys can think of? Anything coming to mind?
Oh yeah, I was thinking of one and I was gonna say it.
A goal that you have?
No, not a goal, but just something that always stuck with me.
Okay.
Is if you don't write your goals, it's just a wish.
Oh yeah,
I like it.
you gotta make it come true, man.
That's true though.
I like that.
Yeah.
Write them down.
Yeah.
And if any of you write down your goals, let us know. Does that help you? Do you love that? And if you don't write down your goal, are you open to writing them down now?
And the best method that I've always known that is great to use when writing a goal is using the SMART goal method, which
Oh, yeah.
is you're gonna have to remind me.
Achievable, measurable. I don't know what the S and the T are. Or the R. Reasonable. I don't know.
timely.
What's the S? We'll post the SMART goal definition here. So
Yeah, I'm not. I
Sorry,
don't
we
think
didn't
I've
know
ever.
right away.
I don't think I've used that, but
Oh man, I don't know why it's not coming to me, but
I know what you're talking about, but I don't
Yeah.
either.
okay. Well, we will find it.
My
We'll
biggest thing
find
would be just don't give up on your goals. As
Yeah.
hard as they seem, or if life throws a bump on the road for you while you're trying to achieve a
Specific.
goal.
Sorry.
Specific, yes.
Specific.
Specific, measurable, achievable,
attainable, achievable,
reasonable, and
Timely.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
like
Yeah,
that.
good job. Good thinking.
specific. I love that though,
Specific. Yeah, it has to be specific goal.
because if you want a car, right, Robert? What color do you want the car to be?
Yeah, probably black.
There you go. You got that's got to
already
be
know.
written
I
out.
looked into the windows.
Yeah, I want a black TRD Pro
5-inch.
or off road with certain kind of tires. certain
Yeah,
kind
you
of
see
lights. Like, I already
tires,
know. Like you're
What
right.
inch rims?
Yeah, I
That's
already know
true.
what
Do
kind
you
of
want some
like I've pictured
spinners?
it.
Do you want some goat Daytonas?
I already know. I've pictured the car. Yeah,
Yeah, so like
I gotta
that,
be
and then
specific.
what measurable? How are you gonna get that car?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
what do you need to do to get to that car?
correct.
Attainable, is that?
Yeah, it's
Attainable.
Yeah.
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 What is the other one?
Reasonable.
Reasonable.
Mm.
What is it? Reasonable
I don't know if it's reasonable.
or reachable?
Reachable. Maybe it is reachable. I don't
No.
know. I don't know.
I like both of those R's.
yeah,
And then
you
timely.
have to give yourself
And then
a time
timely.
frame.
And
Time, and then what time frame you can get it?
Yeah, yeah. I like that.
Yeah, everything has to have a time frame.
So you do that for every goal then, right?
Yeah,
Right.
You gotta make sure they do with a smart.
Making a smart goal.
Okay. One of the other things that I want to say is we've talked a lot about in our prior episodes like mental health and wellness and anxiety and depression and just all sorts of things with the mind and your spirit and just how you are. If your goal is just to get through this day today and you made it and it's the end of the day and you made it.
You reach your goal.
You reached your goal.
Yeah. Pat yourself in the back.
Yes. Because sometimes life is hard and life is, it's just difficult. And we just want to get to the end of the day, and congratulations.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
if your goal is just to get to the end of the day, and it's okay to have that goal, continue to grind it out every day and just reach that goal. It's okay to have a goal that small. I just want to say that
Yeah,
real quick.
not every goal has to be big.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, sometimes I just want to say something on that real quick because it just reminded me of something. Like sometimes, like when I'm snowboarding and I'm like, okay, my goal for today obviously is first of all not to die, but my goal for today is to be able to do my turns sharper or to do some carves, or whatever.
Yeah.
But how do I get there? I have to start with like, okay, first I need to be able to get off the chairlift without falling. Like that's my first goal. And once I'm able to do that, then I move on to my next goal, and then like things like that. So like sometimes you have to start little.
That's so
little.
true, man.
Yeah.
I like that.
So yeah,
Because I think about that when I'm going up into the mountain.
Dude,
I'm like,
that's
okay, I want to
scary.
do this today, but I don't say it to myself that this is my goal. I'm just like, okay, this is what I want to do.
Right.
This is how I want to get there. And
You're holding
I'm
yourself
setting
accountable.
goals
And you're
for
setting
myself.
goals.
even that small. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then those little goals become the bigger picture. So yeah.
Yeah,
Just
that's
start
true.
small. Go big.
You know what your goal should be?
What? You're gonna say
Bring
cold
it.
shower. right?
Yeah.
I knew it.
Bro, I did that for 3 days. I took cold showers 3 days, but
Bro,
the
it's a massive
last
cold shower.
handful of days has been hot showers. It's
You said you took a cold shower and you were feeling like headache or something like
no, I was
Oh, no.
feeling okay.
that? Okay.
It wasn't too bad, bro.
He was feeling cold.
I did it. Yeah, but it's like my body, bro. When I'm about to get in the shower, like my body's like, you need a hot shower.
Oh, hold up. You
And
guys
I'm
take a
like,
shower in the
"All
morning?
yeah.
It
morning.
depends. Like the reason why I was taking cold showers at night is because I had probably just played soccer or I worked out or I did something active.
Yeah.
So I thought it was the best thing to do was to take a cold shower for my body
All right.
to help with recovery.
Bro, I was watching this like clip on Instagram of these guys that do a podcast, and they were talking about people who don't take a shower in the morning and people who take a shower at night.
Yeah.
And what they said was pretty funny, but I'll send it to you.
Okay.
talk
But
about
there's
showers.
another guy that was talking about what water to your head does for you,
Okay.
and it doesn't have to be cold in this case,
Yeah.
but I'm thinking it has something to do with that. And then in that, open up your chakra,
Okay.
and then
Okay.
giving you the energy you need for that day.
That makes sense.
So that to me makes sense.
Cold or hot?
I think preferably
would
cold,
probably be
but
better,
yeah. But bro, when that cold water hits my head, I'm like up.
I
I'm like,
did do
That's what
something
I'm
that will
doing,
make
bro.
you proud on my trip to Colorado. So we went to the hot tub, and it was a pool and a hot tub. It was an indoor pool and an indoor hot tub. But we were sitting in the hot tub, obviously hot. It's nice and warm.
yeah,
and
nice and
everything.
chill.
And when we were getting out, I just ran and I jumped into the cold pool. I did it. It wasn't at first.
Oh,
It
it
was
must have been
scary,
cold.
but it wasn't crazy cold. But coming from the hot tub, it was cold. But yeah, dude, like after I got out, I felt like rejuvenated. I was like,
you
all
see?
right.
There you
jumped
go.
in and he was like,
There you go.
Gibrann!
Did you jump back into the hot tub? Did you jump back into the hot
No,
tub?
I just dried off and we went
Oh,
to the
okay,
room.
bro.
Good for you,
Maybe
man.
I did.
Good for you. That's not
I don't
easy.
remember.
Bro, supposedly it helps boost testosterone, but I'm not sure about that.
I don't know.
There's only one way to.
I mean, you
Only
probably
one
know.
way to test it, bro.
I think I'm okay in that department.
Oh shoot. Well, I think we should close. First and foremost, I just want to thank you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for love, the love, your love. Thank you for the support. I love hanging with these guys, man. I love doing this podcast, and so grateful for 2023 and the lessons that it's brought, and the things that I've grown from this year, and the things that have come my way. And I know that these guys can say the same thing, and we're really hopeful for 2024 as individuals and as friends, and just excited of what the future holds, really. And I wish all of you a happy new year. I hope that you have a safe and awesome time with your families.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for making this possible, for watching, for listening to us, for putting up with us, through the screen. And, I know, like Robert said, 2023, for some of us has been harder, for some of us has been easier. And we made it. We're here. We made it through the year. So another year's coming, and, let's make it better than this one. And that's all we can do. Just every day become better versions of ourselves.
That's it.
Just keep doing what you're doing. Again, reach out to us if you need whatever feedback, or let us know your stories if you guys want us to share them, or if you have any other ideas for us. Again, thank you. Thanks for a great first season, and we will be back soon with season 2.
Yo, one more thing. Well, first off, thanks to all the people who's come to
That
us.
smile.
First,
I'm like,
I
what
want to
is
say,
he gonna-
I
what
want
is
to
he gonna
say
say?
thanks.
smile.
Thanks to all the people who's come up to us, like me specifically, and said, "Yo, I've watched your podcast. Keep going, keep pushing.
Same.
Yeah, heck yeah.
I love it." And are supportive. Even our coworkers today, like, good luck. Just giving us all the best vibes and the positive vibes. But I also want to shout out and call out all the people who I've known and grew up with who still haven't even seen the first episode, or who still haven't seen any of our episodes. That's messed up. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I hear-
but
yep,
that
yep.
does open
Where
up
my
your
homies
eyes,
at?
and you start to realize, like, okay, there's people that are supportive of you that don't know you for that long, or who've just met you, or who may not even know you,
Right.
and you're like, wow, that makes me realize
They show you the biggest love.
how beautiful this world is, how beautiful life is, where you could come across people that you never met, who you only met for a little bit, or who, and are there to support you.
Right.
I agree.
That's just amazing. And
That's
that
awesome.
fills my heart up with joy to know that, this world is not as bad as people make it seem. Although there's a lot of things going on around the world that maybe we don't focus on, pay attention on, because it's not near us or something like that, in a different country or different part of the world, which I feel bad for, and prayers to those people that are losing lives, and the families that are suffering from all that. But I just want to say that I'm grateful for being in this country, for being a part of this country, and for having all the privileges we have, and all the benefits we have, and having the lives that we currently live.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for that, and thank God for that as well.
Yeah,
So,
man.
Yeah, just wanted to end at that.
Sweet. Thank you, man. Thank you, guys.
Thank you guys.
Thanks
Yeah,
for letting us
thank
be
you,
here.
Thank you both. Of
Love y'all, man.
Let's cut some cake.
All right, y'all.
See you guys.
See you in 2024. Bye.
Stay connected with us on all your favorite social media platforms for even more Bros and Balance content.
Catch us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and Spotify, where we'll share exclusive behind-the-scenes moments, bonus content, and exciting updates related to health, wellness, and brotherhood. To ensure you never miss an episode or an update, make sure to subscribe and follow us at Bros and Balance. Dive deeper into the world of balance with us.